and welcome to Unico Desde 1979. Today something a little bit different. If many of you may realise, but probably most of you don't, next week is Negroni week, a week that celebrates the classic Negroni cocktail all around the world. It's a cocktail that's close to my heart, probably because I just love them so much. They're easy to make, and today I'm going to show you how to make one, but more importantly why you should get behind Negroni week next week. Great with a cigar, and I'll explain more about that later. But first, let's get down to making it. To make a Negroni, Campari, essential ingredient. You will need Campari. A sweet vermouth. Okay, I'm going with the Cinzano here today, keep the Italian theme. And any type of gin today, I'm just going what was on the liquor shelf, some Bulldog Gin. But basically, they're your three main ingredients. Best part about a Negroni is equal parts gin, vermouth, oops, sorry, I'm not even drunk yet. Equal parts Campari, vermouth, gin. Easiest cocktail to make in the world, and that's probably why I make them. I'm not a bartender, never been a bartender. I'm usually standing on the business side of the bar, keeping bartenders busy. But I like this because it's so easy to make, and I think you'll find it easy as well. Besides these three main ingredients, you will need a glass, and of course I've left the ice upstairs, and you will need an orange, a knife to cut the orange for the garnish. But other than that, that's all you need. I do not have a cocktail shaker at all. Okay, this is how simple it is. You can obviously invest in a cocktail shaker, or you can invest in going out and getting someone to shake it for you, but we'll just be stirring mine today. It's just a quick job to show you how quick and easy it is. Let's get started. Basically, a shot glass. I'm pouring out 3 equal measures, as I said before. Campari. Sweet vermouth. Oops. You can tell I'm not a bartender. And finally, gin. Whoops. You can definitely tell I'm not a bartender. Alright, we've got our 3 main ingredients in the glass. Nice ruby red colour. Beautiful. Next we need the garnish. Orange, knife. Hope I don't lose a finger. Cut a bit of the skin off. Obviously a bartender would do it a lot prettier than what I'm doing it now. Alright, squeeze it in. Run it around the rim, obviously. Bartenders make it look a lot more interesting and fancy, and then in the drink she goes. Now, I don't have a shaker, as I said before. This is the very simple method. This is the method I use at home. Obviously, bartenders behind the bar will do a much better job than I. Stir it around. And there you go. You've got a Negroni. Cheers. Now, the reason I like it with a cigar is it cuts through beautifully. It doesn't complement cigars often. Maybe a Hoyo de Monterey No. 2 with a bit of the citrus flavour in there. However, it doesn't usually complement any cigar whatsoever. It does contrast though. So between each puff, what I like to get is that cut through on the palate. Cheers. Cut through on the palate that enlivens the palate a lot more. Senses become a bit more in tune, and obviously because it's contrasting, hopefully that next puff I'll be able to pick up a little bit more flavour from the cigar. Anyway, that's enough from me. Try a classic Negroni. You cannot go wrong. It's a classic for a reason. It's easy to make at home, but next week is Negroni week. Get behind it. Go to your local bar, support it. Every Negroni sold, they're donating some of the proceeds to their preferred charity. I think the Clock Hotel's doing something, but all the major bars in Sydney are doing it, in fact around the world. Get behind it. If you're a gin lover, get behind it. If you love Campari, get behind it. If you love sweet vermouth, get behind it. If you love cigars, get behind it. But otherwise, great drinking, great aperitif, but also great any time during the day, even before midday. Cheers, guys.